What's up, guys? So, I thought I would get on here and just kind of talk about my feedback from North Americans. So, after the show, Bill Silva was backstage behind the curtains, and we were all just kind of lining up to get feedback. My feedback was I'm just too lean and I need more muscle mass. So, I was the wow, hang on. I was the probably smallest in both of my classes. So that's okay. I'm totally fine. I am going into about a year long off season. So starting from now until September of next year. Now, at the end of the year, that doesn't leave me many options past September, and that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. I need the break. I've been competing since 2012, and since 2012, I have competed every year except for 2015. My off seasons have ranged from anywhere from 3 months, which isn't very long, to 7 months. I think my first year I had an 11-month off season, and that's when I saw pretty much the most progress. So I'm excited to actually have a full 12 months off. And we're just going to make changes. We're going to try to put on some size. I'm going to do things that I haven't been able to do because I've been competing all throughout the summer. So I plan on taking a trip with my husband, with the dogs. Maybe we'll go to the beach or the mountains. I'm not sure. I'd like to go see my family a little bit more during the summer. I've not been able to do that. And really just work on my businesses. So I run a health and fitness business. I coach people one-on-one and online, competition prep and off-season posing. I also make suits. And then also, I have recently started a nonprofit business for women in recovery. So I have that's opening October 1st. So I have a lot of things going on, and I really want to try to devote more time to those aspects of my life as well. So, anyway, that's my feedback, and I'm okay with it. So, today is day one of my off season, and I will share a little bit more over the next year of how this off season goes, full days of eating, what things are looking like, how I'm progressing, and all of that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys join me for the journey, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. What time is it? 6:58. I've been up since like probably like an hour. Man, I slept all night. As soon as I put my eye mask on, I was out. So for now, here's what's going on. I checked in with Shane Monday. We kind of texted back and forth a little bit. In my email I sent him, I let him know I planned on doing a year-long off-season. I also wanted to do macros and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to finish out my time with Shane, and then Ryan and I will pick up where we leave off. I haven't received any, new macros or workout plan yet. He knows I'm not stupid. So what I did was I just took the macros from my high day and I added some carbs to it, and I'm just using that. But yeah, I'm finally starting to feel like revived and everything. We did register for the High Rocks yesterday, so all of our tickets are good to go. So I did cardio yesterday, just a light 20-minute walk. I took Monday off completely, and I needed that so bad. But today I'm going to do 20 minutes of intervals, probably on the stair mill. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that before or after my workout yet. I may do it afterwards. I usually always seem to do better with HIIT cardio after my workout. So, yeah, that's where we're at so far. As far as training goes, the training program Shane had given me for contest prep, I'm not sure if he's going to keep that the same or not, but it was a lot. So I'm not going to lie, I did cut it down some. I'm talking it was 12, 13 exercises. So, I did 8 exercises for legs yesterday. I did, pretty much overall legs. I did quads, hams, glutes. And today I'm going to be doing a little bit of chest, back, and shoulders. He doesn't have chest on my plan, but I do want to hit one chest exercise. Then I'll move into back and shoulders. I need a 4-day split because I'm doing my 5th day as the High Rocks day, and I want to go back to having 1 day off. So I want to go back to having Wednesdays off. So I can have Wednesdays and Saturdays off, and we'll have High Rocks Sunday, legs on Monday, back, shoulders Tuesday, off on Wednesday, repeat, right? So anyway, I'm having my coffee this morning. I'm going to relax. I don't have a shitload of suit work to do. I have a suit I have to alter and a suit I need to add some stones to, and that's pretty much it. But I'm not in a rush to do that. I'll probably get the alteration on the suit done this week, and I'll start adding the stones to the other suit next week. I've got some suits I finished I need to take pictures of. Let's see, what else? I do have a pretty packed schedule of clients. I have one client whose schedule got changed on her, so I suspect I will not be finished tonight until around 7 o'clock, 6:45 or 7. So I'm going to end up staying late for her. But anyway, that is pretty much it, guys. I wanted to give you a quick little update. I'm sure I will see you guys in a little bit in the car. Hello, guys. I told you I'd meet you back up in the car. I just realized that my mics that I have don't fit this. So, I obviously have the doggies with me today. It is 9:54. I don't have clients starting until 2. But I have 2 suits that I have to alter. And I also have to train. And I have to do cardio. Because I did not do cardio this morning. I want to try to do 20 minutes of HIIT today, and I'm just not one for HIIT cardio early in the morning. So, other than altering those 2 suits, and then I do have another suit that I'm adding more stones to for a client that requested, additional stones added. Suits are kind of moving into a slow season for me. So I probably won't have as much suit work to do. Pretty much starting from this month, leading into around February of next year. It's moving into kind of my slow season for suits. Dude, what an idiot. You're the one that's got the stop sign. Anyway, moving into a slow season for suits. As far as posing goes, I will still have some posing clients here and there. For me, at least, it's going to kind of start a slow season for posing. In Tennessee, we only have one show left of the year, and that is November 8th. So, I'll still have some posing classes and stuff leading up to it. But I don't really have have like a plethora of posing clients right now. I've got my clients that are competing in the show. So I've got 4 that are going to right now. And then I have one of Ryan's clients who's posing with me. She's kind of on the fence about if she's going to compete in the show or not. So I don't really have a ton of stuff going on that aspect either. Let me try to make this. Damn it, I knew I wasn't going to make it. But that's okay. That's gonna, I need a break from all the hustle that I've been doing. And also, you know, I've got my nonprofit that's starting up. That's going to be opening October 1st. Plus this month, I'm having the surgery. So I've got that going on, starting on the 18th. I go for my pre-op appointment next Monday. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in September anyway. It's going to be good that I'm going to have some time to devote to that. And I can get back to doing my yoga class at Samaritan on a more consistent basis rather than just randomly being able to go. Also, man, it is amazing what food and sleep will do. I slept the whole night through last night. It was so good. I think I fell asleep at like 9:30. And I woke up, I probably technically woke up at 5:30, but I didn't actually get up until like, it was like 5:57, 6 o'clock. And I was like, I'm just going to get up. I'm awake. So I did. Let's see. Business with one-on-one clients is still really good. I have dropped a few clients, not anything on my doing, just financial situations on other people's end, which is totally understandable. I did have 2 clients ghost me, which is super rude. And because of that, if they ever contact me again, I will never work with them again. That's what happens when you ghost me. And I have had people that have ghosted me contact me again. And I have worked with them in the past and been forgiving. But I'm to the point in my life where I don't have to do that. Like, if you ghost me, that's it, we're done. Like, no hard feelings, but I'm not the one for you. Look at this motherfucking cop right here. I hate it. I think they caught me right there last time. I think I pulled out when the light was red. Anyway, I'm really just ready to like kind of get into this off season or improvement season, whatever you want to call it. I'm really ready to have the break from competing. It's really been hard on my mind that I may not even compete at all next year. Again, I've never had a full year off. There's never been a year where I've not competed, except for 2015, and I was in a deep depression in 2015. So you may not see me again until 2027. I don't know. I said end of 2026, but we'll see. Ryan thinks that it's all bullshit because, you know, I start seeing shows happening and I start wanting to compete, but like in my heart of hearts, I know I need the time. I need to grow. I need to build some muscle. And honestly, I really want to come back with a whole new physique. Like, I want it to be undeniable. I also want to be able, this is what's in my mind. I want to be able to get my pro card, go on to a master's show, and win a master's show and qualify for the Masters Olympia. Like, even though, again, Ryan thinks that I'm full of shit. I'm not. Like, I'm being 100% serious. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure when shows start up, there's going to be a part of me that's like, ugh, I should have done it. But, I mean, I have to push that aside because I know I need the time and I need the quality muscle to really be at my best. And I still don't think, as a 41-year-old, that I have tapped out my physique at my best physique. I still think I have a lot of room for improvement. So, yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I'm going to hit this upper body session today. I'm going to do this HIIT cardio on the stair mill afterwards. And we'll roll on. I may end up doing the HIIT cardio before, take a break, and then do my training around like 12:30. Maybe. I don't know. Whoa, there's a big ass rock. Shit. I'll be lucky if that didn't bust something out. You hear it? I'll be lucky if that didn't bust something out under. I don't know that I could have dodged that. Anyway. What I was saying was, I may get there, go ahead and do my HIIT cardio, eat, rest for a bit, do my training. But then I thought about it and I was like, no, I want to have a break between me and my clients because I'm going to have clients packed in from like 2 to 7 tonight. Like I said, I've got a client whose schedule changed, so I'm trying to get her in at 6:30 or as soon as she can get to me. So, we'll just see when she can get to me, and we'll just try to get her in as quick as possible. So, anyway, guys, I'll check back in with you later. Hello. Guess what? I did the fucking cardio, and I didn't completely die. I'm telling you, what a world of difference food makes. Or additional food. It's not like I was eating, like, terrible food before. So, anyway, one thing I am starting back up again is creatine. I used to be super consistent with it, and for some reason, this contest prep, I was not. So I started back on it yesterday, and here we are, taking it again today. For my creatine, I just mix it in with my drink, and I drink it throughout the day. I don't necessarily have a bulk of it before or after. That's just the way I've done it. I've seen good results from it, and I'll keep doing it. But I just had to get on here and say, I did do my cardio. I did my intervals on the stair mill. I did level 3 and 6 alternating, and I finished off with a level 1 at a cool down. So, got it done. I'm going to eat a meal. I'm supposed to have a FaceTime session with a client, and then I will likely get started on my workout. Hello, guys. Welcome back. It is Thursday. Man, where did my other one go? Did I drop it? Oh, I totally did. I bet I can't get it. I am heading into the studio a little bit later than normal. It's 11:45. I got to get there because I got a FaceTime client starting at 12, or supposed to. She's been bouncing out on me here lately. I have legs today. I did a check-in with Shane this morning. My weight is at 125 right now. And that was after having some cake and Oreos yesterday, because I had a client that brought in, I had 2 clients that brought in surprises for me. One brought in some angel food cake with like this Reese's topping on it. And then another brought the new Reese's Oreo collab, because I have been wanting it so badly, which I need to post and tell him thank you. But so yeah, I had some Oreos and I had that cake, and I don't feel bad about it. My training has been great. Like I said, I'm doing a version of Shane's training just because of the simple fact that it is so high volume, and also like it was hard enough for me to try to get through it during contest prep, and right now, like, I just want to try to lift heavy, and I can't do all of that volume and continue the upkeep of the heavier lifting. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So look at this nail too, man, dude. ADD. I learned how to put press-on nails on, and these bitches aren't going anywhere. Like, this one, I thought for sure when I pulled it last night, it was gonna snap off. It just snapped the long tip off. Like, it's still on my finger. Like, I can't get it off. Anyway, so the volume in my workouts is still up there, but I'm honestly, I want to reduce it down some. So, you know, I have struggled with finding a program that, not that I can stick with, because I go in and I'm kind of pretty much doing the same things, but I've just been doing a lot of volume here lately, like a lot of exercises, a lot of sets, a lot of reps, and I know that needs to change. So I'm trying to figure something out, because I want to have a 4-day split, but I want to be able to hit my glutes 3 times. Well, a full-on leg day, maybe like a hamstring focus day, and like a glute pump at the end of the day. I need to be able to hit back twice. I at least want to be able to hit shoulders twice. But Ryan and I were talking this morning, and we were like, okay, well, because Shane had me doing a full, he had me doing like a back and shoulders kind of he had me doing shoulders by themselves, and then a back day by itself. And Ryan and I were talking, and he was like, I think you need a back day. And I'm like, a back day with nothing else? And should I do a shoulder day with nothing else? You know, I've trained with the bro split before, right? But I don't know if, you know, I've been training my body parts kind of like twice a week for so long. I'm trying to like kind of get out of that mentality. Like, this is how I have to hit my muscle groups multiple times throughout the week, all this kind of stuff, right? So I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I think I'm just trying to like reason with myself, like, what do I need to do? I haven't really heard back from Shane on any type of like off-season training, and that type of thing. So we'll see. But I'm almost kind of thinking like I need a full-on leg day, which is what I normally do with Ryan on Mondays, and I need a full-on like shoulder day, which I could do that with Ryan on Tuesdays, which would be good because he could spot me. So I could hit, you know, maybe like 2 chest movements with him, because those do hit, you know, your front delts, and then move to shoulders. And then I could have a back and glute pump day. Where I just mainly like put all my energy towards back, and then I did like maybe like 2 glutes at the end with like a superset. That would most likely be at my studio, so I could definitely hit my standing glute thrusts and abduction machine. Guess what? I did the fucking cardio and I didn't completely die. I'm telling you, what a world of difference food makes. Or additional food. It's not like I was eating like terrible food before. So anyway, one thing I am starting back up again is creatine. I used to be super consistent with it, and for some reason this contest prep I was not. So I started back on it yesterday, and here we are taking it again today. For my creatine, I just mix it in with my drink and I drink it throughout the day. I don't necessarily have a bulk of it before or after. That's just the way I've done it. I've seen good results from it, and I'll keep doing it. But I just had to get on here and say I did do my cardio. I did my intervals on the stair mill. I did level 3 and 6 alternating, and I finished off with a level 1 at a cool down. So got it done. I'm gonna eat a meal. I'm supposed to have a FaceTime session with a client, and then I will likely get started on my workout. I want to talk to you guys about waist trainers and kind of my experience and a little experiment I did on myself. So as a competitor, we're always looking for ways to give ourselves a little bit of an advantage, even if it's, 0.01%. So, there's been people that are advocates of waist trainers, people that are not, that type of thing. So I have worn a waist trainer before in the past, but I was not very consistent with it. So last year, I really wanted to devote myself to committing to a waist trainer to see if it actually did make a difference. So starting last year in my last off season, which began August of 2024, I wore a waist trainer all throughout my off season, all into a contest prep this year, all through the end of this last show that I did. So I wore one consistently every day except for one day a week from 4 to 8 hours. It just kind of would depend on what I had going on that day. Literally at least 6 days a week. So I was very consistent with this. So almost a year I did this. Actually, a little over a year I did this. And I will say I saw no difference in my waist size. At the end of my last contest last year, my waist measured around my belly button was 26 inches. Same thing, measured my waist around my belly button, 26 inches. I had no difference. I will say that wearing the waist trainer did keep me more aware of sitting with my belly more relaxed like this, okay? And it made me more aware of my posture, especially when I was sitting at my desk, if I was like this. So, I didn't see any difference, at least in my waist size here. Again, measured around my belly button, right here. No difference. I also did vacuums consistently, and I will say I noticed a tremendous difference with vacuums, especially how flat I was on the side, because I had started getting a couple of years ago, like even as lean as I was getting this lower abdominal pooch. It was not fat, and I believe it was from a weak transverse abdominis. So I did start doing vacuums, and I did notice a difference there. But as per the waist trainer, I saw no difference whatsoever in the size. Hello guys, Lord, I have had a busy morning with clients. I mean, literally. I confirmed client schedules for next week. I had a new client start and a return client come back. So I've been working on their plans, and I have had people just like hounding me all morning. Like every time I look down, there's 5 messages on my phone after I've answered messages. So, yeah, hang on. Trying to work around some schedules today. Yes, I just messaged her. She can swap with you, so I'll see you at 2:45. Fuck, this is a busy intersection. This is ridiculous. It's a fucking grocery store. Good gosh. Man, all the leaves around here have started to like fall, and there's leaves everywhere, and I'm like, it is not time for this yet. Like, no. Yes, that's fine. A half a cup of frozen fruit will work. Fruit. Goodness. Plus, I'm on a group message with my team for the nonprofit, and there's just so much going on right now. Okay, anyway, that's not what you guys are here for. So, I got my macros from Shane yesterday. My weight when I checked in was 125. So macros, I can't remember what they're at, to be honest with you. But I did take pictures of all of my food, and I'm gonna include kind of like a full day of eating with a voiceover, so you can see what meals I put together. And I really like this meal plan so far. I didn't want to have to think too hard about it, so I'm not gonna lie. I put my macros into ChatGPT with a list of food that I wanted and asked for portion sizes and a macro breakdown, and it put a meal plan together for me. And I maybe modified, I don't know, a couple of meals, like maybe like one thing on a couple of meals, where if I wanted to have a little bit more carbs at one meal than another, I did that. I like a hefty breakfast, and you would not think, but when you slice 80 grams of sourdough, the slices are like this big. I like a good thick slice of sourdough, so I manipulated some of my carbs so I could have a little bit more thicker slices of sourdough at breakfast. The only one that I'm not quite sure of yet, and I'm sure my macros will probably, or not probably, they're likely going to increase soon, is going to be my last meal. So my last meal is going to be a protein ice cream. I'm having my protein pancake at a different time during the day. So protein ice cream, I would like to have a carb in that meal. Right now it's just nothing. So I would kind of like to have like a topping or something like that, or some oats in it, or something else. So I may see if I can't finagle maybe just like a 4th cup of oats as like a mix in with maybe like a little bit of something else. I don't know. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. I am sore from my workouts this week. I also got a great pump today for back and shoulders. Really great pump for back and shoulders today. Hang on, guys. Man, I knew that was open. My water bottle fell, and I was like, I bet my spout's open. Wonder if it's been rolling around down there with water everywhere. Anyway, so that's where we're at with that. I'm still doing 5 days a week, 20 minutes of cardio. However, my cardio this week has been a lot more intense, only because, God, I'm bouncing around. Only because I am getting ready for the High Rocks in November. So I'm still doing 20 minutes. Honestly, to prepare for this High Rocks, I need to be doing more. But I did steady state on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I 6, then 10, then 15. And then I came back down at the end. So, I do still need to do cardio tomorrow. Part of me is almost thinking, because I missed a High Rocks day last week. We were supposed to have a High Rocks simulation day that none of us did. I'm almost thinking about doing it tomorrow. I'm probably going to regret saying that, but I'm really thinking about doing it tomorrow. I may see if Emily wants to do it with me. And then I've got the actual High Rock workout that we're supposed to be doing for week 5 on Sunday. So that's kind of where we're at on things. God, people. Ugh. Okay, I'm not supposed to be texting and driving. I bought a mic that will fit this phone, because mine only fits my old iPhone. And this one's got the C charger. This one's got your like normal iPhone charger. I probably had an adapter somewhere at some point, but I was like, I don't need this, and threw it away, because that's what I do. So I have a new mic coming that will fit this phone, because I do want to start doing my mic'd up workouts again when I'm at the studio and I do training at the studio. I also wouldn't mind doing them in the gym. I don't mind doing them at Gold's. I feel pretty comfortable there. So anyway, but that's where we're at, guys. I do have a full day of eating for you. I prepped all my food this morning. So I took pictures of everything, of each meal. And like I said, I'll put them in here, and I'm going to do a voiceover so you can kind of like hear what each meal is comprised of. Oh shit, guys, I am in a rush this morning. I am leaving. I was supposed to leave 20 minutes ago. So here's what's on the agenda for today. I've got to drop the dogs off at the studio real quick. I might could leave them in the car today. It is not that. It's not hot outside at all. But my plan is drop the dogs off at the studio. I've got to stop by our women's house, because I have a trunk full of stuff that people have bought from our Amazon wish list. If any of you guys have purchased anything, thank you. It really does help us out a lot. We are a nonprofit. We don't have our official IRS exempt tax code yet. I've filed all the paperwork, so we're either buying stuff out of pocket, or we're having to buy stuff and pay taxes and stuff on it, and that can get expensive, especially when you're trying to buy mattresses and pillows and bed frames and things like that. So any little bit of like donations helps. We could really use some monetary donations, because we're really trying not to have to buy our bed frames out of pocket. Anyway, I've got to stop by there and drop this stuff off, and I've got to get to Samaritan, because I am supposed to be doing yoga class today. I'm starting that back up regularly now that my life is not in shambles from being all over the place and working extra days and hours just to travel for a show. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at and what we're doing. I probably should have just went straight and hit 65 today. I bet that would have been faster. So yeah, I'm literally going to just stop by there, put stuff in the house, kind of take a look at everything really quick, and then book it to Samaritan. I missed a High Rocks day last week. It was supposed to be a High Rocks simulation day. I am going to end up doing it today, but with modifications. So Emily's not going to be able to meet tomorrow, so she's going to meet me today to do this one. So I modified it for the walking pad and the stair mill so we could run on the stair mill and switch back and forth from stair mill to walking pad, both of us. And then some of the exercises I am modifying so we can just do it at the studio. And it should still somewhat keep us on track. But, you know, I need to try to stay up on top of at least somewhat of my cardio and these sessions because, you know, I don't want to get to the high rocks and die. And I hate running. Like, I used to be a great runner, but it's just not my thing anymore. Like, I would much rather do, like, circuit style workouts that get my heart rate up, or like 20-minute hit sessions rather than like run for long distances. And in high rocks, you're literally every other exercise for, I think it's 10 exercises or something like that, you're running 0.62 miles, right? You're running 1 kilometer or kilometer, whatever. So you end up by the end of it running almost 5 miles. And look, I just don't want to be running 5 miles. I think when I was in high school, I just burnt myself out on cardio so much that I loathe it now. Which you would think, being at this age, like I would be over whatever went on during my high school days, but I'm obviously not. Damn it, I have a headlight out, and Ryan has not changed it. Okay, we gotta get that done. I just realized that. Fuck. So I told Megan, she was like, you know, whatever, we can get our run down to this, and I'm like, girl, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna slow you down. And she was like, well, I've not been doing my cardio or running, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, like, here's the thing with us being teammates on this high rocks is I'm better at the strength stuff. She's better at the running, right? But to get faster at things, you got to be able to run fast, right? And my cardiovascular is just not where it should be for running, right? My VO2 max isn't up there. If I was to fully devote myself to like high rocks, trust me, I could get my running where I needed it to be. But, you know, high rocks isn't the sole thing that I'm doing. Like, my love is being in the gym, weightlifting, and, you know, just doing cardio for health, stuff like that, you know. And obviously during a contest prep, I have to do what I have to do with cardio, right? But, you know, high rocks isn't something I want to just devote myself to doing to get better and better and better at. Like, I'll devote it for a period of time, but that's it. So anyway, I do want to do it today because I don't want to suck at this high rocks, and I don't want to slow Megan down. So I'm trying to make sure I stay on top of at least my cardio and my high rocks days. And if I miss the high rocks and I have the opportunity to make it up, I'm going to make it up. But I'm not going to die today because I am doing a high rocks workout tomorrow. But I do want to push myself out. And it's going to be a lot of running. So yeah, I did step on the scales this morning. And this was after I had eaten and drank my cup of coffee. And I have a big cup of coffee. So after breakfast and drinking my coffee, I was 126.5, which I was surprised at. I thought I was literally going to be like 128 because I ate some extra food last night. I was so hungry for some reason after my last meal. So I had a little bit of protein cookie dough from King Line Nutrition. you can use my code CaseyB. I think you'll get like 10 or 15% off. It's really great. It tastes really good. It doesn't taste like some of these other like fake ass cookie doughs do. But it's, fairly low in calories for a cookie dough, higher in protein. It's all natural. It's vegan if you're a vegan. And it's really good. They have a lot of great flavors. My favorite is the Oreo Brookie. Oh, so good. But I had some monster cookie last night. Delicious as well. So I had I know this sounds really weird, but I had 3 spoonfuls of sugar-free Cool Whip. I don't know why. And I had 3 tablespoons of the Oreo cookie dough, or the monster cookie dough from King Line Nutrition. So I did have a little bit extra, and I had an extra protein bites pack from Jen. I'm addicted to those things. I'm gonna have to tell her to stop bringing them. So I had one of those yesterday because I got so hungry after my workout. I had my meal, and then an hour later I was like, I'm fucking starving. So I had a pack of the protein bites. So yeah, there's that. Get down, kitty. So yeah, anyway. I have been so sore from my workouts this week. I guess we're gonna somewhat keep them the same for now. Once I get past this High Rocks, I am gonna move to a 5-day split. Ryan and I talked about this yesterday. I'm gonna move to a 5-day split. Hang on, I see the cop car lights up here. I don't know what's going on. What are they doing? I'm gonna move to a 5-day split. What are they doing? Now there's 10 cop cars everywhere. What is going on? Someone have a wreck? Shit. They have this whole lane blocked off. Fuck. Okay. Interesting. Don't know what that's about. I guess we get to go the back way to work today. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh. Once I get past this High Rocks, we're gonna move to a 5-day split. We're going to move to a 5-day split, and it is going to be programmed pretty much like a figure competitor. Why am I doing that? That's because I need to build everywhere. And that's the shape I, in all honesty, really need to be going for. However, we are going to put more of an emphasis on glutes. So there'll be more glute emphasis. And yeah, that's it. So everything will be geared towards overall growth with an emphasis on glutes. So, anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I am going to try to get to work here. You know what? I can go this way and hit the light right across from my studio. Alright, guys. I hope y'all are having a great day. I am going trying to try my best to get to Samaritan on time with stopping by the new house. If I can get to the new house, I'll send you guys pictures. All right, guys, we're headed home. It is 12:45. Emily and I did our kind of high rock simulation. It was terrible. I did not want to do it with every fiber of my being. I did not want to do it, but I did. And now I have to actually do the high rocks tomorrow with our official high rocks workout tomorrow with Megan and Ariel. So there's that. Man, my glasses are smudged up. Is that any better? Wow, that sucks. But I'm glad I did it. So it was really terrible while I was doing it, but I feel good about it now. So anyway, guys, what is this dumbass doing? People are so stupid. I'm telling you, Nashville drivers are the dumbest. I'm not included as part of that because I'm not originally from here. Anyway, so headed home now. I feel disgusting. I sweat so much today. So I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna eat. I am going to shower. I'm gonna text Ryan and see if he wants to do something or wants to go eat somewhere before I take all my makeup off. He may just want to chill out at home and order something if we do end up eating. But yeah, guys, I checked in with all my clients. I think I've responded to the majority of them. I've got a few that are going to end up checking in tomorrow instead. But yeah, all in all, good week. I got back on track with training. I got back on track with nutrition. And go ahead, honey. And yeah, I feel pretty good today. I felt really good when I'll be honest, I don't like for the scale to define like how I feel, but I did feel really good when I stepped on the scale after drinking my coffee and after eating. And it was only 126.6 because I thought for sure I would be like 128 this morning. I just felt heavy, you know, but I was going from being so lean, I mean so extremely lean, to, you know, eating food again. Not that I wasn't eating food before, but eating more food. So anyway, guys, that's it for the week. My full day of eating with the voiceover is coming in after this. All right, guys, here we go with full day of eating. Meal 1 is 2 slices of sourdough, 2 whole eggs, 2 slices of turkey bacon, and 21 grams of cheese. This is real cheese from the block, not that fake shit. Let me just say that. Moving on to meal 2, which is 170 grams of plain Greek yogurt, a half a cup of mixed berries, 1 serving or 1 size square of dark chocolate. So that's about a ½ ounce right there. Meal 3, so let me just say this. I normally eat this separately, but if I'm traveling or if I'm heading to the studio, I'm going to eat it this way, which is 1 scoop of cream of rice, 3 egg whites, 1 tablespoon of nut butter of my choice. Meal 4, and let me just preface by saying I'm only eating tilapia because I have some left and I want to finish it off. So this is 5 ounces of tilapia, a ½ a cup of wild rice that's underneath, and then I've topped it with a little bit of barbecue sauce. Look, don't judge me. I swear it just makes it taste better, okay? Meal 5, again, on this meal, I'm only eating shrimp because I have some left from prep and I want to finish it off. So that's 5 ounces of shrimp, and this is homemade sweet potato fries. So 3 ounces of homemade sweet potato fries on that. Okay, meal number 6 is my protein ice cream. So I'm back on my Ninja Creamy bullshit. So this is 1 cup of Fairlife milk, 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder, a ½ a cup of water, with 1 tablespoon of sugar-free pudding mix of my choice. I top that off with 2 tablespoons of nut butter of my choice, a half a tablespoon of honey, and then I have I don't know, maybe like 0.2 ounce of a little bit of crushed up Oreo cookie topping in that. So that is my final meal.